Hey y'all, well I just finished making what I thought was this video, but I forgot to turn this camera on. So let's get right to it because I'm frustrated right now. This video is taking a look at the breaks that Bonzo plays on Moby Dick on the Song Remains the Same soundtrack version. So the very first break that he plays is pretty slick. I'll play it at tempo and then I'm gonna break it down. So I'll just play the beginning groove up to that break. Okay, so let's break this one down. It's a pretty simple figure, but the way he plays the accents make it really slick. So he starts it out like this. Okay, so slowed down, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the first half. The second half, he starts on the tom with his left hand and finishes it on the floor tom. Okay, so that's I'll do it again even slower. So that second break, I think that he's playing a little double stroke in the right hand on those triplet figures before the accents. Here. Right there. You know, I could be wrong, and he could just be playing it more simply, which would be but I'm hearing and seeing his right hand kind of doing a little extra there. And the way he gets into it is a little bit of a, like a 16th note pickup. Now this next fill is a mind blower. When I first heard him and saw the movie and saw him do this, and subsequent times, I was always like, what the hell is he doing there? But as the years went by, I realized that, you know, he's a big fan of playing paradiddles or 6-stroke rolls. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a rudiment. It's a right, left, left, left. Or the alternate, left, right, right, right. So it's 6 notes, and it's played like this. If you're not comfortable playing that, just, you know, work on playing it slowly and build up your speed, and then you can subdivide it around the kit in very basic ways like this. can also play the double stroke in the right hand on the tom as well as a variation. You hear Bonzo play this very often in his drum solos. I did a series of breakdowns of the Royal Albert Hall Moby Dick version, and I talk about this quite a bit in those instructional demo videos. But he's playing that very often there. So getting back to Moby Dick and what he plays on that third break, it's basically related to this kind of phrase. So he starts it off on the snare drum almost as like a pickup, you know, and the main part of the phrase is played between the toms and the snare, and then it ends with 2 accents on the snare. So I'll play it at tempo, and then I'll break it down once again. So here it is at tempo. One more time. Okay, so what's happening there? Let's slow it down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, a little slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so on the first move up to the tom-tom, he plays the det-det-det on the tom, the double stroke on the tom as well. Sorry. I always say it's often harder to play these things slower than it is at tempo. So once again. Now at tempo. Now the easy one. Okay. So those are the first part drum breaks, and then after the drum solo, he has 2 more breaks that are also very jazz-like. For lack of a better description, I guess. But, you know, they have finesse, they have style, they swing. So check out the first one. The first one is a bit simpler. It's a triplet fill, all single strokes. And he kind of accents under the toms with his bass drum. He would do that often. Like, you know, instead of just... You hear that kind of thing often with Bonzo's playing. So on this break he plays. That's pretty clear. It's basically triplets, single strokes, but there's a feeling of the ghosting in the phrasing. The left hand is not as loud as the right hand. He's not going. It's more subtle. Now that one, the last one, in some ways is the trickiest to articulate because it's so organic and it almost doesn't fall like right on a symmetrical tempo or timeline. It's all single strokes, and I believe he's accenting the rim shots as left-right. There's a few pickup notes to the first accent. So that's... Let me try to do it a little bit more in tempo. That's really all there is to it, but it's, again, a matter of the phrasing and the swing, which is always there in Bonzo's playing. So once again, I'll play those last two breaks on the melody going out. Okay, so there you have it. Those are the drum breaks from The Song Remains the Same, Moby Dick version. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it's helpful. And once again, thanks to my good friend Terry Keating for lending me this beautiful kit. I've got a lot more videos coming up with this kit, so stay tuned for those as well. And thank you for subscribing, and thank you to all of those who have contributed and donated to my PayPal. I really appreciate the support. So stay well, everybody. Peace.